Hey guys, Kathy Bullock back, and today on this video we are going to explore the new app. And so just want to give you kind of an overview here. When you first open it up, you will be in this search mode. So you literally could come up here and search for any type of address. And you'll see that it starts suggesting addresses. Okay, now that's an off market, so let's see. Sorry. So you can actually go in and search for an actual listing, or I can also swipe that down and look at listings that are within that area. Okay. I can also come up here and set my price. Maybe I want things that are a little bit less. Can set the beds, the property type. Then I can come over here to more. And this one is actually really kind of cool because I can now actually change the way that I'm looking at it on the map too. So I can go in and look at it on a satellite view, and wait till you see this. So the great thing about this is you can see all of the lines. So if I were in an actual neighborhood, I would be seeing property lines, but right now on this blue dot I'm actually seeing the listing. And when you zoom in, that's actually not the listing. That's interesting. Anyways, I can start to see things, and the closer that you get, the deeper the property lines are, and you can actually see, so sorry, this was actually our property where I'm at right now. I'm the blue dot. So you can see all of the subdivisions around me, and if I zoom in a little bit more, you can see the actual property lines in real time. So what's kind of cool about this is if I were going on a listing appointment, so let's come over here, we're looking at Sugarloaf Country Club right here. How cool is it if I had to go on a listing appointment and I could zoom into their house and get pretty granular on if they have a pool, if they are directly on the golf course. I will know that directly without, maybe I forgot to ask a question. Okay, now I can see, oh, maybe I'm going on a listing appointment at this house right here, and I can see they actually have a pool and they are steps from the golf course. Okay, is that going to change how I do my actual comparables? I would say so. So now I will have to, let's just go ahead and up our price point for being in Sugarloaf, and we'll zoom out just a little bit, and we're going to start to see the houses that are actually for sale within the neighborhood, which is kind of a cool thing. Then I can actually zoom in on those that are for sale. And this is all, so just remember, this is not for us just to be using. This is our new consumer app. So this is going to give people literally all of the information that they need within the palm of their hand. So I just think it's super cool. Now the next thing, I can come over here and go to the feed. Now my feed is empty. It means that I have not started any type of a search, and I have not actually liked any of the homes. The next thing are the guides. So if you've been hearing the word guide throughout on any videos or us talking about them, these are the new buyer and seller guides that are actually have been released. It's done for buying and for selling. Now these match what the process, and this is something that is very editable for you. If you choose to edit these, you will do that out in Command, and we're going to have another video on that. But you can go out there, and maybe they want to know information about getting pre-approved. So if I go into the getting pre-approved, it's going to send me, I can go over and get pre-approved here with Keller Mortgage, or I can actually go out and say I already have financing. Okay, so that's kind of a cool thing too. I can just say I already have financing, and I can click that, and it's going to basically take me on to the next step. And now it's taking me to the step saying, okay, start your search. Okay, great. I'm reading all of this information. I'm a consumer wondering what goes on. I can now hit mark step as completed, and I can go on to the next step. So on and so forth. The great thing about this is that you are going to know in Command exactly the steps that they have completed. Okay, and when they get a little bit further in here, you're going to actually start telling them, okay, we've done this step, and now we're on to the executed contract. Okay, so not only they can move themselves through these processes, I can move them through these processes also, which is really nice. Okay, so that's for buying and for selling. Those are some great guides. The good thing about it is they can actually see on their app what things they are completed with. You will also be able to see within their contact name and command exactly what steps they have executed and are still working on. Now, here's the saved feature. You can go into recent collections, or I can go into my recent saved searches. Okay, so this is where this is going to become really exciting, because I can go out and set them searches in their portal in Command, and their saved search can be right in here in the palm of their hand. So then they can click on what I'm suggesting, and then they can heart the ones that they like. So I'm going to go into one that I actually hearted. I have a couple. Now, if I've changed my mind about any of these, I can actually undo it. I can unsave or don't unsave. I can also come in here and leave a note. So if I want to know how close is this to school. Okay, I can hit save, and it's going to tell me, oh, I didn't even spell any of that incorrectly. Anyways, it's going to send me a note that they've asked me a question on this. Wow. Really wish I could spell. Okay. And I can save it. Okay. I can also go back into the map view and start looking at these homes and start narrowing in on the neighborhood. Okay. I can see that maybe that one's in a cul-de-sac. I can see it's just several different things about that. I can also go back to the list view. Okay, so just a little bit of an overview on our new consumer app. Just wanted to give you some new ways to look at this, because I think it's just awesome. And then you can also go back to list view. I'm back over here in the search function. I can come back into the, I can go by list view. I can go by map. I can also now come in here and start searching by a zip code if I'd rather do that. Okay, so it's going to start to give me, and then I can also go to the map, and I could zoom in on the map that way also. Now let's see if I can do it by school. So I can come down here and start looking for Roberts Elementary. Okay, must not have the actual name correct. But you can just scroll down and I can start looking by K-12 schools. which is kind of an interesting feature that you can have. There's really no other app that has been released that you can actually search by schools. So let's try. Let's see. Yeah, not being able to get that one. See if I go add a town to it. Okay. So that's something that I will probably send back over to the app creators. Just know that they are still loading in many of our cities that we're in. We're looking to get this a little bit wider brand out. Now it's taking me to Montana, which is not something I necessarily need, but we'll just kind of come in here. But the searching functions on this are actually really, really cool. And so you may just want to get familiar with it, and so that you can then actually teach your clients how to use this app, because it is going to be a little bit more detailed than any other map or any other search function that they've had in their hand. So make sure you're just getting good with it, and that you can walk them through this new experience, because this is the new consumer experience that is going to literally disrupt the way that searching for homes is done, and Keller Williams is at the very forefront of that. So be happy you're with Keller Williams, and make it a great day.